yeah, brother. Welcome to the podcast, Stop Crying Poser, greatest podcast known to man as voted by that guy from Toy Story, Woody, and that guy that's the space guy, Buzz Lightyear, and that dog that's Spring, like a Slinky. Yeah, I'm a huge fan, I guess. Shout out to everyone who chose to tune in who chose to tune in live. We're already off to such a terrible podcast. I feel like I can't talk. My brain is all over the place. I swear I'm completely sober. Dick Maximus, OG Mickey, Mo Flavor, Julie Fett, OG Mickey, Geiges, Infamy 14, Dick Maximus, Captain Chloroform, Sharky Genie, Diarrhea, Maya Ryan, Dick Maximus, Geiges. I appreciate all you guys for tuning in here live on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle. The time is 3:40 p.m. That's right, people. We're only 10 minutes late. I think it was only last week we were over an hour late, but today we're not. We try to do this podcast right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. This is going to be a terrible podcast. It is, man. I don't know why. You know what? I think I know why. I got some pizza last night. Oh, everyone loves pizza, right? Yeah, dude, such a great fucking filling meal. Came all the way from Italy with all these fresh ingredients, except I got mine from a convenience store called 7-Eleven, and it was floppy and shitty, and it took twice as long as a normal pizza to bake in the oven. I don't fucking have any idea why, and I think it might have made me sick and or gave me some sort of like brain gonorrhea, because my brain is gone. and gonorrhea sounds Italian, and pizza's Italian, so now my brain is gonorrhea. It's a gonorrhea. What do you want from me? I'm walking here. So that's what's going on. Why did I go to why did I have to get that from fucking 7-Eleven? Well, let me explain it to you guys. First, I went to Taco Bell. They said, no can do, amigo. I said, okay, cool. Let me go to McDonald's. I went to McDonald's, and I always get this feeling like I wanted to complain because I saw 3 cars in the parking lot, which means at least 3 people were in the building working. It was 11:38 p.m. I said I could use some McDonald's. Fuck it. I didn't go to the grocery store yesterday or this week, so I have no groceries. And the groceries I do have, I've been eating too much, like, really fatty foods. So, of course, McDonald's was a good choice. I was going to get the chicken sandwich, I promise. I was going to go to McDonald's. They said, hey, just so you know, we're closed. And I'm like, okay. Like, clearly there's a full staff in there, but, you know, that's cool. I'll just leave. I left there. I turned the corner. I peered into Carl's Jr. They said, nope. I turned left. I said, you know what, dude? Good old-fashioned Mexican food. Roberto's. There's, like, maybe like 50 Roberto's in Las Vegas. It's like a chain, but I think it's only in Las Vegas, or maybe in Nevada, or maybe parts of California. I know it's not a huge chain. I go in there. I get even more annoyed because I go through the drive-thru, and there's this sign, like a piece of paper that's taped. I wish I could explain to you how annoying this was. I should have filmed it. There's a piece of paper that's taped to the menu, and I can sort of see it, but the wind is just ever so slightly blowing that I'm trying to read the paper, but it's flapped upwards. So all I see is a paper flapping in the wind, and I know that the top of it says something, but I'm like, you know what, I'll just sit here for a second, maybe the wind will die down. And it was just such an ever so slight breeze, and the paper just stayed airborne. It just remained airborne, and it just kind of went down and up. And I'm like trying to get out. I said, bitch, I stopped my fucking car. I got out the car, grabbed the paper, turned it downward, and it said we're going to be closed until 4 a.m. I said, oh, great. Drove from there, tried Del Taco, which is another, like, it's not like Roberto's. It's like a Taco Bell. It's like a shittier Taco Bell. Some people say it's better. I go there, and it's closed. So I look around. I say, you know what? Maybe I can go to a convenience store, because they're open 24/7, and maybe I can get like a DiGiorno. I go in there, oh, they don't have DiGiorno. They have like a little baby pizza for like maybe an aunt, and then they had like a mac and cheese bowl, and I was like, I don't want these, man. I want something. Oh, yeah. I pretended I wanted something healthy. I don't know. Instead, I got the worst. I actually bought packaged food poisoning. So I go over there. I get some shit that 7-Eleven must have made themselves. And it's so funny because it's like, It's like packaged on. That's supposed to write the date in. There's no date. It's just like this big, like it was somebody's job to write the date on this box. They didn't write it. Anyways, I got that and some Cheetos. So I'm fatter than ever after Thanksgiving. But it was a pretty good Thanksgiving. I hope you guys all had a fun Thanksgiving. That was my Thanksgiving night. Let me first explain to you guys what happened during the day. My friend Gonzo was in town. You know what they say, Thanksgiving is one of the best days to go skateboarding. Gonzo's back finally. He's unretired from skateboarding filming. He got a nice camera. He's ready to go. He says, hey, I'm coming to Vegas on Thanksgiving to see my family. Do you want to skate Thanksgiving morning? I say, yeah, but I'm not going to wake up early. I said, hit me up at like noon. Well, I got up at like 9, and for some reason I couldn't go back to sleep because I kept thinking about skating. So I'm like, hey, Gonzo, let's get an early start. I'm sure you're already out skating. Whoever you're skating with, like, finish up with them. Like, do whatever they want to do. You know, they got to you first, and then hit me up. He answers back right away. He's like, well, nobody wants to skate today. I say, fuck it, let's go. I go out there. My back is still really badly injured, but I miraculously was able to land 3 pretty mediocre tricks. They're tricks that I've done before, so it wasn't like I really challenged myself, but I'm happy that I got the tricks done. You know, I'm always worried now about my skateboarding injuries. So he got that done. I'm looking at Gonzo. He brought his lady out. She's skateboarding too. She's skateboarding around the hockey rink. We're just skating, sitting down, and this is gonna kind of lead into another half of the story. After skating, I started to smell something. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's good cocaine. No, I'm joking. I started to smell something, and I'm like, ugh, like my shirt stinks, or like my arm stinks. I'm like, this is my asshole. So eventually, I'm like, dude, what is this fucking smell? And it started to smell so bad. I went home, and then I fucking changed my clothes and took a shower, and then I went to go have like a Thanksgiving dinner with Rye Dog's family or whatever. And I'm just like, dude, like I wouldn't just go home and change and shower for just any old smell. It would have to be like something really weird, right? And somebody else told me they smelled something weird around me. I was like, dude, what is this? In my car? Here's my theory. Okay, and I only found this out late last night. My theory is I had to kick the dog out of the bed. My dog farted on me, and I think his fart molecules got into my pillow and caused my neck and face to smell like a dog fart. I don't have any scientific proof, but he farted on me tonight, like the night of the initial smell, and I think I had a fart residue on me from the previous day. I don't know if here's my theory. I think he has this ability, superheroes, am I right? To fart for like 30 straight minutes. Not like this. No, I think it's one like very long, like low pressure aerosol, like. But I can't hear it. You know, they have dog whistles where only dogs can hear the whistle. Well, guess what? They have dog farts where humans can't hear them. They just fart and fart and fart and fart, and eventually you do this move where you like swat the air. You swat the air away, and usually in a typical scenario, you'd be like, "Oh, I swatted the fart smell away. It's gone now." Little do you know, there's a constant stream of fart still coming directly at you. I don't know why that is, but I thought about it because they say smell is like your strongest scent, right? It brings you back all these memories. So I'm like smelling myself during the day. I'm like, this smells weird. What is this? I don't know, the mystery smell. Then I go to bed that same night, 2 in the morning. I'm like, that's that fucking smell. And I look at the dog. He looks at me. He smirks at me and winks. And I'm like, dude, it was you the whole time. You piece of shit. The fucking dog was farting on me, man. I put one of my pillows on the floor because I think that was half of what it was. So anyways, we got that shit figured out. I changed my clothes. I'm so weird. I know this is really gross. All the clothes that I took off, I left in the bathroom because I wanted to be sure that it was the clothes that stank. So then I came home later that night after Rye Dog's thing, and I went right in my bathroom. I was like, I'm like, yeah, it was my clothes, dude. I think he got fart residue on my damn clothes. So that's so that was a thing, man. The fucking farting. Thanksgiving, everything was closed. I fucking stank. I got to skate with Gonzo. I fell down, and I don't know if I can explain this visually or like non-visually, audioly, but I fell and the board went primo. And I fell. Sometimes you fall and you land on your back, and then your legs go up and then they go down. Can you guys picture this? Like you're trying to suck your own dick, right? You fall on your back a little bit, and then your legs go up, and then your legs fall down because of gravity. Well, I did that. I fell down and landed on my back. You know, I'm kind of on like the back of my neck. It's like sucking my own dick, and then my legs fall down. And then as my legs fall down, I guillotine chopped my fucking leg, my calf, onto the primo side of the board. So it jammed me like a knife, karate chopped me directly across my calf. And it's a fall that I have not experienced very much in my life, but it was extremely painful. My calf swelled up, and then every time my foot would like lift or go down, it was extreme pain. And it was just terrible. It made me think of like these MMA calf kicks. Like I would certainly die. If someone kicked me really hard in the calf, I would just have to lay down and die. But I'm skating through it. Everything's cool. I'm just fighting with the pain. I'm like, yeah, dude, fuck it. My calf hurts, but I'll be fine. And I was. And then I stopped skating. And then I went home and sat down for a second. And then it was over. Then I was like, oh, fuck. It got like 5 times worse. I'm like limping around. I can barely walk. By the end of the night, I'm like walking like a fucking zombie in Resident Evil. I'm just dragging my fucking leg across the carpet and shit. I didn't think the next day I would be able to walk, but I'm fine today. Like my leg is totally fine. I'm very happy about that. I'm also really dramatic whenever I get hurt now. I'm like, oh fuck, dude. It's something about getting old. You're like, okay, the next day is going to be worse. The next day is going to be worse, but kind of got lucky on this one. So that was my Thanksgiving. Got a lot of crazy topics here today. There's not really going to be a like a schedule. Like usually I can lead each topic into each topic. Today they're all very random topics. I just thought of them right now. But before we get into the rest of the podcast, I would like to give you guys an Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack for free. We're giving away free things today. F-R-E-E free. All you have to do is answer a very simple trivia question. First one to type in the correct answer wins a trivia sticker pack, Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack, sent directly to your favorite American address. I gotta phrase it like that. I phrase it like that because I'm like, I don't want to make non-American people feel like they're not allowed to enter, but I also, I don't want to spend that much shipping. Although I do owe Julie Fett some stickers. Also, if anyone's won trivia in the past and you sent me a DM on like LinkedIn instead of sending me some shit on Twitch, or if you use like my teenager MySpace account, let's keep it tight here, okay? Just send me a DM, a whisper at me on Twitch, your contact information, because I end up losing people. They go, well, I fucking DM'd you, and I'm like, what'd you DM me on? And they're like, this app called You Now. Oh, what is You Now? I don't know. It was popular like 6 years ago. Like, oh, okay. Why not just send me a message on Twitch? I didn't think about it. Okay, cool. So now it's my fault. I say that because if anyone in this chat room right now I owe stickers to who's won trivia in the past and I didn't give the stickers to you, just hit me again. I'm capable of mistakes. Okay, the trivia question is, are you guys ready for this? What is the name of the bear in the Jungle Book? What is the name of the bear in the Jungle Book? I know the Jungle Book is an actual book, but I think I would rather get hit by a car than read the Jungle Book. I've seen the movie though, the original movie, and I think I really liked it. There's some necessities and I don't remember it. Now that I sing that, it's making me think of Timon and Pumbaa. Didn't they make a song about eating bugs? Whatever. I'm too old for this shit. The Jungle Book. Yeah, what year did that fucking come out? What year did that movie come out? I'm going to say like 91. I'm going to say 91. Teflon says Jafar. That is close. Sauce Powder says Baloo. Juliefet says Baloo. Captain Chloroform says Baloo. Infamy says Pablo. Fucking Pablo. On my screen, Sauce Powder got it correct. Sauce Powder, send me a whisper. I keep saying DM. I had this conversation the other day on one of our drunken live streams. I said, hey, DM me. And they sent me a bunch of question marks saying, what is DM? I'm like, dick movement. Like, what do you think it is? It's a direct message. And then I got to thinking about it. There's a DM, direct message, right? And then there's PM, personal message or private message. Then there's IM, instant message. Then there's the messenger app where you just send messages. And then there's whispers. And then there's fucking tweets. And then, like, who knows what? Then there's fucking fleets. Who knows what else there is? I don't know. I just say DM it. It makes it easier for me. I don't know. Just send me your information in some form that is easy for me to access, and I will get you your sticker pack. God damn it, motherfucker, what? Let me talk about my dishes, man. I did my dishes, so I'm glad they're done. Next topic. No, I had the best joke last week, man. Shout out to last week's podcast. I had something about my sheets being soft. And then I just kept talking. My dishes, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I haven't completely done my dishes, like every single dish, in like 6 years. Okay? I always leave 1 or 2 dishes in there. Why? Laziness, I guess. Self-sabotage, I suppose. I always leave just 1 dish or 2 dishes. I'm like, oh yeah, I just washed 9 glasses and cups and then 12 plates. And then a bunch of silverware. But you know what? Fuck it. I'll leave a butter knife in there and maybe a fork, maybe a small glass, just for decoration. I don't know why I do that. My dishwasher, let me say this. I'm not gonna say it's broken, but it's not it's not the best. So I recently looked into maybe getting that repaired. Not getting it repaired, but me going in there and trying to repair it before I just stop using it forever. It works fine, though. It sprays everything, but it don't really get them clean. I'm going to tell you something really gross, man. You guys are going to think I'm a terrible person, and perhaps I am. Now, we have more topics about me being terrible. But I left these fucking forks and shit in the bottom of the sink literally for like a month. And then I put a plate on top of them, and I didn't know. I didn't know there was shit under the plate. So when I turn on the faucet, the water hits the plate. It hits the plate. The plate kind of looks clean because the water hits it so often. It just water blasts the old food off the plate. Who knows? Then a month later, I lift up the plate. There's like black mold and white and black mold on these like forks and knives and shit. And I'm like, oh, Jesus. I'd rather just buy new silverware. But you know what I thought? I said, fuck it. I'll put these half dirty, motherfucking disgusting, mold infested instruments that I eat food with. I'll put them in the dishwasher. The dishwasher will start the job. It'll get them a little bit okay. Then I'll pull them out the dishwasher. Then I'll hand wash them. Double trouble on that ass. A good old fashioned DP, as we like to say. Good old fashioned faucet DP. Backdoor DP on the old silverware. Yeah, download that video for me. So we're doing that. Bottom line is, I know we got really weird about it. The bottom line is I'm getting my dishes done, and I feel happy about it. I tell you guys, sometimes it only takes little things. You achieve little battles in your life, these little uphill battles, these little speed bumps, and they make you feel accomplished, and then you end up building momentum. And then you build momentum, and you get a bunch of other shit done. What am I going to do after that? Fuck it, I don't know. Maybe I'll buy a new toilet seat, because that motherfucker's dirty as hell, too. You know what, dude? I'm such a scumbag. I don't know if this is all men. I think it's just me. When I live in, like, a dirty environment for a while, I just, like, talk myself out of it. Like, if you guys saw even this room, it's very messy. It's not dirty as in, like, dirt is on things. It's very messy. I have jeans right there. I have my backpack thrown over there. I have a wig. I have a fucking belt that's on a couch instead of being on a rack or in some pants. I have, like, a bunch of camera equipment down there. Just kind of a dirty room, like a non-organized room. So that also applies sometimes to my bathroom. Sometimes like the tub will get a little dirty, the sink will get a little dirty, and then like the toilet's a little dirty, and I'm like, fucking dirty toilet, whatever. I'll just pee. I'll just try to piss really hard and piss the mold off the side. Yeah, who knows what'll happen. And then it's this simple. All someone has to do is say, hey, your shit is dirty, and I go, and then I get really self-conscious, and I go clean it. I just need someone else to tell me. I just need someone to tell me it's dirty, then I go, oh fuck, you're right. It's like I need a second opinion. But when I'm in there alone and no one comes over for like a week, it just gets dirty and I just block it out. What is that? What is that a symptom of? What's wrong with me? I remember this fool came over the other day, my homie Kent. He's like, clean your fucking bathroom. It's fucking disgusting. I was like, yeah, whatever, dude. He's like, you couldn't fucking pay me to sit on your toilet. And I was like, oh shit. So you're serious. This wasn't just we're riffing. We're not just making jokes at each other because we're friends. You really wouldn't sit on my fucking toilet. Cool, because my toilet wouldn't want your fucking skinny ass on it anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna get a new toilet seat. Gonna get a new toilet. It's broken anyways. Yeah, once I got fat, I started breaking toilet seats. I swear. It's like a badge of honor to me. Like, hey, your toilet seat's kind of broken, right? It like sits sideways. I'm like, yeah, it is. I shit so hard, dude. I broke off the left side. Yeah, that's the way I get down. This is one of the more gross podcasts we're ever gonna do. But yeah, I'm just working on little things about my life. You know, trying to improve the little things to build momentum, and then maybe we can fix some of the more blatant issues, man. Speaking of little problems I've been having, I've noticed. Maybe you guys have noticed too, but again, much like this topic we just talked about, I don't really notice some things about myself until someone tells me, and then I go, oh, fuck, you're right, we need to fix this. So I noticed the other day that I'm really, like, gossipy. Like, I talk behind people's backs a lot. I even do it here on the podcast. I do shit like I'll say, like, yeah, dude, my friend, man, he's a piece of shit when it comes to the bars. He never tips his bartenders, man. He eats his food sloppy, and then sometimes he'll even fucking pretend. They'll say that he drank 5 drinks, and he knows he drank 5 drinks, but he'll say he only drank 3. Yeah, he sucks, dude. I'll say that about people that I hang out with every day. Like, that was a made-up example, but I'll say that about people that I hang out with every day. And the reason I think that that's a really, really negative trait is because if that person was watching the podcast, I would zip my lips. So that's like obvious inherent proof that I know what I'm doing is wrong. Okay? There's a difference between me talking to my friends and they saying, oh, Steve, you look fucking fat today. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, your fucking watch is fake. You have a fake gold watch. You're a piece of shit. You're ugly. You stink. Your fucking girlfriend's dumb. I hate you. You know, but I'm saying that to them face to face. So it's just like ripping on each other. You're riffing, you're making jokes, you're ripping on each other. That's what like guys do. That makes us friends. But the fact that I would wait, if I were to wait for him to go to the bathroom and then start making the jokes, then it's kind of like a negative thing. And I've noticed that this is something I have a problem with. And I can't think of any other word than gossipy. You know, there's ways to make jokes, especially me. I think I'm a funny guy. I'm a fucking funny guy. I'm a clown. I'm here to amuse you. I think there's plenty of jokes out there to be made about a million different things without having to flame somebody after they walk away. And I'm presenting this as you know, a funny joke topic on the podcast, but I'm serious. It was really a week of like self-reflection because I went out to dinner with this chick Ryan and Kayla. We went out, we're eating. I'm talking to them about it. I'm like, yeah, dude, this week's been kind of crazy, dude. I'm trying to like not talk shit behind people's backs. And they're like, yeah, you do kind of do that a lot. And I'm like, what? You guys never told me. And they're like, yeah, we think it's funny, but you shouldn't do it. And I'm like, what the fuck, bitch? You guys knew that I was a terrible person. Nobody told me. So then we go out, we got to play round 1, like arcade games. And I found myself doing it again. Somebody like did something and walked away, and I was like, dude, all 3 of these guys are dating midgets. And I'm like, it's funny, right? And they're like, see, you waited for those 3 guys to walk away so you could make fun of their girlfriends. And I was like, fuck, you're right. Like, you're right. I'm the horrible fucking person. I'm saying this now with a smile on my face, but I'm dead serious. This is a trait This is a trait that I would like to change about myself. So step one is figuring it out. But I really want to do better at this. You know, I think it's sort of the easy way out of trying to make jokes. You know, people watching and saying, "Oh, fuck, what's up with that guy?" and whispering it. You know what I mean? Because you also know that you're kind of like inciting a problem, because if somebody goes, "Hey, are you fucking whispering about me?" and you go, "Nah, I was looking at the sign behind you," that means you're afraid of controversy. You know, like if that ever happened to me, that would mean that I can't dish it out. You know, that would mean that like that's just a bad personality trait to have. So we're working on that. Yeah, I give you guys full permission to call me out if I'm doing that on the stream, because you know, if you see a problem with yourself, you want to correct it. You know, and I did, and it's fucking, it's something that I can easily fix. I think that would make me a better person, because I do this thing all the time. I go, "Hey, dude, I'm so cool, I'm so nice, I'm a good guy," and then I do shit like that, and I'm like, dude, that was fucking lame. Infamy says, "But were they really midgets?" They, in fact, were. Fuck you, I hope you're not watching. No, there was like a... It was a funny joke, but still, there's a million other things. 3 dudes pulled up in these fucking... You know, like the Fast and the Furious cars, they fucking pull up with their loud fucking cars, sound like lawnmowers. And 3 tall Asian dudes get out, and all 3 of their girlfriends are 3'7", giggling Asian chicks, and then they all go in to play Dance Dance Revolution. I was like, this is fucking hilarious. So I had to make a joke about it. But I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have. Okay, we're not making any progress right now. Let's move on, okay? Clearly I'm not ready to change. Fuck, I gotta be better. Nightmares. We talk a lot about the nightmares here. I had a terrifying nightmare the other day. Oh shit. And I was I don't know exactly what it was, because I only remember the scariest part. I was in a building, like maybe a motel or hotel room or office building, and you know, you look up and you see the AC vents, or the heat vents, the AC vents, just the vents, you know, the things people crawl through in Mission Impossible. You go up and you see those, and I'm like, oh cool, I'm looking around. Then I see these fucking crazy bugs. There's swarms of these bugs coming out of these vents in this like hotel or motel or something. And they're shaped like those beetles. The beetles from like The Mummy. Big, giant, fucking scary, big, fat, scary, shiny beetles. But they have the colorway. They have the colorway of hornets. Yellow and orange, and they have spiked tails, and they have weird tentacles, like weird little antlers coming off them. Scarabs, yeah. Big, giant scarabs. And they can fly, and they can climb. And guess what? The way that they huddle together, they were making strings of each other, because they can connect. They can crawl on each other. They would each grab on each other's backs and create these like stalagmites. Which one's at the top? Stalactites of fucking scarab hornets, and they can fly. And dude, they're like, you know, they're like bees or something. They're nice unless you piss one off. So dude, one flew at me, and I was like, fuck, and I swatted them, and I was like, oh fucking no. I just swatted one of these things. So then I'm like, I gotta find a way to kill it, because if it goes back and tells its homies, we're all gonna die. And we're gonna die a slow, painful death from scarab hornets, and it's gonna be a terrible nightmare. And I'm just fucking freaking out. I'm like sneaking away, like I hope it doesn't fucking know that it's me. Just, if you guys you guys could picture like how I don't really like scary bugs. First off, I hate the thought of like wasps. If you guys ever seen a wasp up close, I used to catch them. I also got stung by one. I would love to give you the greatest example too. I don't know if I've ever told this on the podcast. Have I told you the story of me getting stung by a wasp? I used to grab these peanut butter jars, and there were these plants that the wasps would all climb on. They would all climb on this one type of plant. And I would wait for a wasp to climb to the edge of the branch. I would slowly put my little cup on it, slowly rest my cup on the fucking branch, and then snap the top on. And the branch would snap off, and then I would have a small little, a thin branch, and then I would have a fucking wasp. And then I'd go fucking try and catch a black widow, and then I'd make them fight, and it would be a whole like weird, basically the makings of a serial killer. I did this every single summer for like 10 straight years. And now I'm afraid of all those bugs. So anyways, I tried to get one day. I got my jar. I got my top of the jar. I see the perfect bug right there. I fucking smash it. I look in the jar. I'm like, where is it? Where is it? I don't see it in there. Well, unfortunately, I had squished the fucking wasp in between the lid and my finger. So it was in between my finger and the lid. I had squished it, but not enough to explode it. Just enough to like trap it. Basically, I trapped it in between my finger and the lid, and that fucker stung me. And I'm like, ow. Ooh, and I was on rollerblades at the time. I was really efficient. You know, if I'm going bug catching, I'm doing it on wheels. I'm gonna get back to my office. I'm gonna get back to the fucking bush, go back to my office. I was on rollerblades. I get it. It stings me. I go, ooh, and my rollerblade 2 houses away. A rollerblade away in fear. Rollerblade over. I go, ooh, my finger, ooh. Ooh, it hurts, ouch. Oh. And then I look at it and I'm like, oh fuck. And I go, and I cry rollerblading all the way back to my house. Like I survived it, and I skated away, and I was cool, and then I looked at it and burst into tears. Burst into tears and screamed all the way home. Woo-hoo, rollerblading all the way back. Dude, if I was just a drunk person, like just sitting in my yard, like drinking a beer, and I saw a kid screaming, crying, rollerblading by it, I would die laughing. I would fucking die laughing. But anyways, I fucking go over there, I'm screaming, crying. I get home, they fix up my finger, everything's fine, and I never stopped catching those things. I still caught more, but now I was very careful. I think that might have been the last time I fucking went bug catching on rollerblades. Why are we talking about this? Oh yeah, the fucking hornet beetles. Yeah. So anyway, that was a scary dream. And I just admitted to the world that I rollerbladed when I was fucking 8 years old. Yeah, I'm sorry. I rollerbladed. Don't forget, I was also the bug fight master. I was the master of black widows versus wasps. Anyways, wasps, if you look at a wasp up close, they're a very evil looking creature. If you look at a bee, bees are kind of scary, right? Kind of scary. I don't know what a hornet looks like, but I do know that this was like a wasp version of a hornet version of a giant scarab ass giant beetle. Moving on. Okay, this is kind of a controversial topic. I know on the podcast we haven't talked about the Kyle Rittenhouse thing too much, and I don't want to talk about it too much, but it is in the news, and it's really, the verdict has really been separating my friends on Facebook. But I do want to say this, okay? I'm getting really annoyed at the amount of people that kind of seem to defend pedophiles over the years. Now, before you interrupt me, Americans have been defending pedophiles since the goddamn beginning of time, okay? If you're a celebrity and you fuck a kid, people just seem to let it go. As long as you can sing, or you can dance, or you're a good fucking actor, or if maybe a kid with a gun killed you, everyone seems to be on your fucking side, and it's really fucking bothering me these days that you can go and fuck a kid and still have a friend group around you that will say, well, you didn't know what he was going through. I fucking hate that, okay? And I just felt the need to say it. The amount of fucking Americans I see defending pedophiles is really fucking making me sick these days. And I've been holding that rant in for a while. Okay, regardless of what you think about self-defense or the president or rioting or any type of protesting, regardless, I would say anytime a pedophile gets hurt or dies, I kind of don't care. Okay, and I think a lot of people say that until maybe a Republican kills a pedophile. Then you go, oh, well, I don't know, probably shouldn't have been there, and you're like, really? It seems like I have a lot of punk rock friends, right? They hate Nazis. They hate pedophiles. But if Kyle Rittenhouse killed a Nazi pedophile, I think they'd be like, well, I don't who really knows what's going on? Who really knows? Motherfucker, if you don't like this shit, then fucking keep not liking it. Okay? And just keep that shit, keep that same energy both ways. Okay? I know we can all be a little bit we can all be a little bit hypocritical sometimes, right? You know, that's just the nature of people. We're not perfect. But, motherfucker, quit letting these pedophiles fucking slide. Quit defending them. And you guys are starting to get on my fucking nerves. And there's nothing I'm going to do about it. I just felt the need to rant about this because it's really fucking annoying. And we have this Giselle Maxwell trial coming up. Everyone's being fucking quiet about it. And then, you know, Kyle Rittenhouse kills a pedophile. Everyone's being fucking quiet about it. And I'm like, dude, fucking stop it. Okay? Put your fucking money where your mouth is and start fucking hating pedophiles as much as I do. Okay, because you guys flip-flopping around is fucking annoying me. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Let's get back to my final topic of the day. I've been on Netflix for the past 2 days watching a new series that I thought was pretty okay. It's called True Story. It's starring Kevin Hart, and it's a serious like it's like a movie, right? It could have been a movie, but they made it a really long, drawn-out movie. It's like 6 episodes. I think altogether it's like 3.5 hours. But it's really good. It's really good. You look at Kevin Hart like he can only do like funny shit and be a funny guy. And he sort of, it's kind of an interesting movie. He sort of plays himself. And then there's all these crazy twists and turns. And things keep changing. And it does get a little bit over the top. And some of it's kind of like hard to believe. You know, it's sort of like a mystery kind of thriller sort of action movie. It builds tension really well. Every episode gets more and more tense and makes you more and more like nervous, right? Remember the old movie? It's not old. It's only like a couple years old. The Adam Sandler movie where he was a jeweler and he had a gambling problem. And everyone said, oh, this movie makes me so anxious. It makes me so anxious because it keeps getting crazier and crazier and crazier. Yeah, okay. I guess I understand. But if a better example of that would be this movie, True Story. The acting in it's great. The dialogue is pretty good. The story, pretty good. But for a Netflix limited series, it's really good. And if you guys are looking for something to watch and you're not in the mood to watch Tiger King new series, then maybe watch True Story. Speaking of Tiger King, I watched the new season of Tiger King. Not that good. Yeah, Uncut Gems. Thank you, Dick Maximus. Uncut Gems was the Adam Sandler movie. Also a serious role from a really funny guy. Wait, what did I just say? What was I about to move on to? God damn it. Oh, Tiger King. So the new season of Tiger King came out. Not as good as the first season at all, but it's really interesting. These tiger people are now making a lot of money. And I think it's really annoying that they all act like fucking 14-year-olds who all just got caught. Like, they all just got caught doing graffiti or like playing with matches. And now they're all just like, no, he did it. No, he did it. No, he did it. No, he did it. It's just trash. It's a trash show. But I really did love the first season. So, yeah, if you guys want to check out those movies, if you're in the market for a new movie and you have all day, maybe you're going to take this weekend and have a personal day, maybe watch it if that's your cup of tea. I would watch the trailer. I think you'll enjoy it. What else? That's all I got for the podcast, man. For the first time in a long time, we started almost on time. So it's wonderful. It's wonderful to get through it. Can I get a hell yeah from everybody who made it from the beginning of this podcast to the end? I appreciate you guys for supporting this podcast. This is probably like, what, episode 150, 170, 180, something like that, man. We've been doing this for 180 straight weeks, and I'm proud of it. And I'm proud to have you guys here. And I'm proud of everyone who supports the podcast. Shout out to Sauce Powder for donating today. Very much appreciated. I love when you guys donate, but you don't have to. Shout out to Love My Toe, Fluffy Nails, OG Mickey Scrambles, Julie Fett, Mo Flavor, Chloroform, Love My Toe, Dick Maximus, Efu, same. I love that you guys are here. It's 420 right now. Oh my gosh. Anyways, if you guys have money to donate for the podcast or subscribe or support in some way, I love it. I love when you guys do that, but you don't have to. There's another way. There's another way to support. Tell a friend about the podcast. Tell somebody you hate about the podcast. Maybe you'll become friends. What? Tell a coworker. You guys both sitting there on the loading dock just listening to me rant about my toilet seat being dirty or ranting about the 3 fucking Asian midgets at round 1. I shouldn't be saying this. I still don't know if that's like a super off limits word. Okay, I'm not going to say it anymore ever again. I appreciate you guys for being here, man. Well, a couple of more people. Roll Fast Joe, Infamy, Teflon, Mo Flavor. You guys, You guys are awesome. Stick around for the post show. I'm gonna hang out with you guys and continue talking. But as far as important things to talk about, you know, this podcast is very important, very very detrimental for your life. I think that's the wrong word. Anyways, I just can't tell you guys enough how much I appreciate you, and everyone have a great weekend. Don't drink too much, but also, you know what? Drink too much, but right before you get there, don't drink too much. One final thought. I was at Thanksgiving dinner. My friend Rye Dog said, you know what, dude? When it comes to taking a shit, I'm not about that pushing bullshit. I think it should just fall out real easy.